Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. My name's Renee. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. I appreciate you being here. If you're new here, I hope that you would like to join our family, Nene's Glam Squad. Just go down below, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you turn up the notification bell. That way you can get notified of any and all future uploads. Today's Get Ready With Me Wednesday. I do this every week with my girl Kat. We've been doing this for quite a long time. We just sit down, get ready for the day, and talk about whatever comes to mind. So if that's something that interests you and you want to see what we're getting into today, then stick around because I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, thanks for wanting to hang out with me. So I got my base done. I did my brows. I used my Goof Proof brow pencil from Benefit to do my brows. Are they perfect? No, they're not. They never are, because that's just the way my life rolls. This one doesn't have as much of an arch as this one, which kind of stinks, but we work with what we've got. I used my Unique Touch Glorious. This is mattifying face primer. I really enjoy this stuff. And then I also sprayed my face with a little bit of the Stay All Night Micro Setting e.l.f. Mist. Let me put a little bit more on. I used my Believe Beauty foundation in Nude. I also used my Wet n Wild concealer to prime my lids and get them ready. And I used my NYX Professional Bear With Me concealer serum for under the eyes a little bit. Goes a very long way, I'm just saying. So I thought we would get into my ice cream beauty box items. First thing is I've got this Beauty Creations banana setting powder. Some of this stuff is from the box, some of this stuff is from the bag for June, because I was a little late on filming the unboxing for that because I was in a car accident. I just put a little bit in the lid. I wish that it had like a bigger lid. I don't know, I guess I could get like a bowl or a plate or something to put the powder in, but I'm going to use my little poofy poof thing here. Let me make sure and set down the concealer under my eyes. So I had my consultation with the lawyer that I talked to, that my sister, her husband used the same firm that I called, and I had called them last week and they set up an appointment for me to speak with the actual lawyer about my case. And he said like it's basically up to me, but that you have 3 years. And I kind of talked to him because I've been sending them stuff to keep in a file for me, you know, about medical bills and the offers that I'm getting from any insurance. But he said that the offer that I got is that I should just not even answer them, and they'll probably send me another offer, but that I can take my time with it because I don't know how long I'm going to be in physical therapy. You know what I mean? And I don't know. He says that you should wait, you know, at least 6 to 8 months because you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if things are going to come up in the future. And then if I sign now and then I incur all these bills over time, you know, and then he was like, because I told him, I said, well, because I had surgery in January, I've met my deductible. So when I go to PT, they don't have a copay because I've already met my deductible for the year. And he says that doesn't matter, that the insurance, that the car insurance is still liable and responsible for my medical bills, whether it comes out of my pocket or not. And the thing is I haven't gotten like any bills in the mail, so I don't really know the total of everything. So I'm kind of need to wait for that, you know what I mean? So that I can see, you know, because what they'll do is they normally, like with my surgery, I didn't pay the whole thing, but they still had a bill in my chart that I could look at, and I could see like what the actual total of everything was and then what my out-of-pocket was. And I need something like that so that I can compare that with the offer they're giving me and say, you know, because in all honesty, I told him, I said, look, I'm not trying to like sue anybody or get rich or anything, but I do want to get a fair settlement. I want to get what is fair for me, and I'm not always good at figuring that out. But I told him, I said, in the end, I think me going home after everything is said and done, me going home with anywhere from $10,000 to $12,000 in pocket, I would be happy with that. That would make me happy, because that would give me like a little nest egg for anything that might come up in the future, or, you know, give me money back from missing work and my pain and suffering and stuff. And I could put that money to good use, fixing up my house, or, a down payment on a new car, even though I should get paid out for my other car. But the more money I have to put down on a car, the less I'll owe on it, and the smaller my payments will be. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to think of myself, and I don't know if that makes any sense. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not trying to be greedy in this whole situation, but I do want to get what's fair, like, I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for some lady to run into me. I didn't ask her to leave. I didn't ask to be taken to the emergency room by ambulance and have to do PT. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's worth something. I didn't ask to miss 2 weeks of work and use up my vacation time for it. You know what I mean? So for me, I feel like 10 to 12,000 is probably pretty decent amount. I'm using my LYS bronzer. I got this in a Bizy Beauty. It's No Limits matte bronzer. I really love this stuff. At first I wasn't sure, but like figuring out how to apply it and blend it out and stuff, it's really grown on me a lot, and I really like it. And then also this My Dream Cheek Duo from Natasha Denona that I got in a Bizy Beauty Customs. I'm really enjoying the blush and highlighter in here. So I'm just gonna put this blush on. See, like, it's a really pretty shade, I think. I have physical therapy today, so that's what I'm getting ready for. And then I got some errands that I have to run. I have books that I need to return to my son's online school that have just been sitting here, and I just haven't, I guess I've been a little bit lazy. All I have to do is go up to the UPS. I have the labels in the box and everything. I just need to take the books up there and send them back. I just haven't gotten around to it, but I need to do it today. I need to stop at my P.O. box. There's a couple other things I need to do too. So one is, I have a friend that, okay, so I was doing this like online dating thing, which is freaking stupid. It's a freaking joke, man. It really is. These dudes out here like are just not serious about anything at all. It's like a freaking game. I'm gonna go into, well, I have this Okalan 3D glow highlighter. I think we'll use this. I've got this Duo Chrome stick from Charmacy. I think we might use this, I'm not sure. And I got this lippy, I can't remember what company this was. I'll have to pop it up in here because I have the card, but it's over there. And we're going to use the Visage palette. And this is what she looks like. I don't know what we're going to do with this. Maybe I'll just use the greens. That green's a little dark though. There's 1, 2, 3 mattes and the rest are shimmers. That makes kind of a difficult, maybe I should just use the bronzer to put like a transition. Let's do that. But anyways, I've been doing this online dating thing, right? And I kind of had like a membership to Match. So I paid for it for like, I don't know, like they had a deal for 6 months. And then I went in and I canceled because, I don't know, just, it's a joke. You either have people that don't ever message you at all, even though they like you, they don't message you. And I'm just not one that puts myself out there, and maybe I should, but I feel like I want somebody that takes the initiative, that comes to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want somebody that I have to chase, that I have to go after. You know what I mean? And I know that just saying, hey, how's it going? But I don't know. If you're interested, then show you're interested, I don't know. I've always been the one to be very obvious about how I'm feeling and being the one that like initiates flirting and stuff like that. And I just, and rushing into things. And I just don't want to do that anymore. And then some of the guys are like, I don't know, they're looking for a one night stand, a booty call. And that's not me. Like, why are, like, seriously using a dating app just to get booty calls is like a joke, man. It really is. Like, I'm too old for that BS. You know what I mean? So anyways, somebody that I have known for, I don't know, 25 years. His brother used to work at a place that my sister worked at. And so either way, we all have known each other for a really long time. And we kind of hooked up when I was younger. And I went on a trip with his sister. And when I went on that trip, I'm the type of person that, I don't know, people think that I'm flirting when I'm not really flirting. And I mean, maybe it is. It's harmless flirting. But she told her brother that I was flirting on this trip. And so he ended up saying, oh, I don't think that you're ready. And then after me and my ex-husband separated, me and him kind of started talking again. But there just was something that wasn't right. And I was dealing with the BS with my ex-husband, him always like, it was just a thing. It was a thing. And so things didn't work out. Well, he was on Match and he found me on Match. And so he sent me a message and I called him, and I'm using this Scowl, which is the dark green. But I don't know. We hung out a couple times, and I'm probably going to go hang out with him today. But I told him, don't have any expectations. Please don't have any expectations. And he's like, he's too old, that he wants to find somebody to, and I get it. I know we're not getting any younger, blah, 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 blah. I know that. But every relationship that I have ever been in, I rushed into it. My first relationship, I was head over heels, within a couple weeks. My second relationship, same thing. I was moving in with him after, 2 or 3 weeks. With Sean, it was the same thing. After 2 weeks, we're like inseparable, and like, I just don't want to do that. No, we're not getting any younger, and anything can happen any day. You know what I mean? I understand that. So I'm like, can we just hang out? Can we just be friends? Can we just get to know each other? Can we take it one day at a time, live in the moment, instead of like having all these goals and expectations set up? Yes, I want to find somebody. Am I ready to move in and get married right now? No, I'm not. I don't want to rush into anything, because every time I've rushed into anything, it's turned out to be a huge mistake. And I just don't want to do that. Not that my ex-husband was a mistake, because I have my son and we did have good memories and stuff like that. But I need to take my time, and I need to be with somebody that can bring as much to the table as I do. You need to have a job, a car, a place to live, money in the bank. You know what I'm saying? Stability, because, how can you spoil somebody and show your love to them in a way that you want to, like, if you don't have anything, you know what I mean? And if you don't have anything and you're relying on that person to help get you there, like, I don't want to be that for somebody anymore. I've been that for people in the past, and I don't want to be that in the future. You know what I mean? I want to be a pair, a couple. I want us to complement each other. I don't want to have to, like, help. God, I don't know if that sounds rude or insensitive, but at the age that I am now, I expect that you have the same that I do. A job, money in the bank, a car, a place to live. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are all things that I have accumulated over the years, and I want somebody to be able to have the same stuff. We can intertwine our lives later on, but if you can't bring that to the table, then I don't want to be the one to help you get there. Like with my ex-husband, he didn't have a job when we met. He didn't have a driver's license, and there was a lot that I did to help get him to where he ended up being. I don't want to have to do that for somebody that's 50 years old. I shouldn't have to. You should already have that for yourself. You know, and you shouldn't expect the person that you're with. Yes, you should expect the person that you're with to encourage you and root you on. But they shouldn't have to do that by providing you with monetary, you know what I mean? It should be emotional support, not monetarily. And right now, he's like, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know if we're a right fit. I just don't know, and I'm not trying to rush into anything until I know. You know what I'm saying? I just would like to leave my options open for a little bit. I don't feel like I'm so old that I need to walk down the aisle with somebody and move in with somebody right now. You know what I mean? I don't need somebody to take care of me. I want, like, I don't know how to explain it. Yes, I want somebody to take care of me in certain ways, but I don't need somebody to pay my bills for me and stuff like that. I want them to help me in other ways, you know, like I want somebody that's kind of a handyman, you know, that can fix things around the house, and, you know, somebody that can cook dinner, and somebody that's not afraid to do the dishes, and a load of laundry, you know, like 50-50, like super real 50-50. I'll go out in the yard and help you mow and weed whack and pull weeds and, you know, plant, and I can do all of that. I just need somebody to help me do it. You know what I mean? Because I'm not a green thumb and I'm not a handyman. Like, I'll help, but I just can't do it all myself. You know, and like there was this one person that I met, and we talked for a minute, and I don't know what I was thinking. It's like I get into this thing where I don't want to be alone, and so I'll grab onto the first thing that shows me any sort of attention, and I don't want to be that anymore. I don't want to be that, because that's not who I am anymore. I am independent, and I can handle things on my own. But it would be nice to have somebody that can help me with other things, but I don't want, I don't know. I told him, I said, don't have any expectations. No expectations. Let's just take things one day at a time. No labels. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But that's how I end up getting my heart broken, is because I put everything into it and it backfires in my face. And I'm not doing that anymore, because it just ends up hurting me in the long run. And I feel like if somebody really wants to be with me, that they're going to work at it, you know, that they're going to be willing to be patient and kind and understanding, and you know, let's just hang out. Let's just be friends. You know what I mean? Like, and we'll see how it goes. And if we're meant to be, we're meant to be. I really, truly do believe that. Every other relationship, I forced it. Not really forced it. I don't want to say I forced it, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I just went all in from the get, and like, people take advantage of me because of it. And I'm not going to let that happen anymore. And he's like, I would never do. You say that. And so did every other person that I've ever been with. Said that they would never hurt me and that they wouldn't do that. And I don't want somebody that relies on me like that so much, because when they have expectations, then it puts pressure on me to give them what they want. And then I'm not a very nice person when I feel pressured or there's expectations to be like this. And like, I'm just not. Hold that thought. I got a phone call I have to take. That was Geico, which is the insurance of the person that was driving the vehicle that hit me. And they're they were just calling. Like I said, they already called me and talked to me about all of this, and Geico had sent me an email and everything that said that State Farm is taking full responsibility, because State Farm is the insurance on the vehicle and Geico is the insurance that the lady that was driving has. So they were like, oh, awesome. I was like, we already talked about all of this. But anyways, what was I saying? In the long run, I'm just not trying to rush into anything, you know. And he's like, we're not getting any younger. I understand that, but that doesn't mean that after 2 weeks I have to move into or marry somebody. You know what I'm saying? A year. You know, we can take a year to get to know each other and hang out and be friends and stuff and have no expectations of each other. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't want any pressure. Pressure makes Renee not a very nice person to be around. I'm just saying. You know, I just, because my anxiety, I didn't realize how much anxiety I have until after me and my ex-husband separated. And then it was like, it really, you know, came out in full force. And I realized that over the years, I've had a lot of anxiety that I pretended like I didn't have, because my ex-husband made it seem like it was a sign of weakness and that it was a cop-out, you know. And so I didn't want to ever like accept the fact that I have anxiety, and there's some things that I just have to accept that I have, and that it's not a bad thing, you know. I just need to keep myself out of those situations. And like, I would get off work and I would be in a rush to get home, you know, like I gotta hurry up and get home. And then if something happened at work where I got stuck there, then I started freaking out because I felt like I needed to get home, you know what I mean? Like, the guy I was with before my ex-husband, we were together for like 3.5 years, and I felt that way with him because, you know, there was a time I worked in Renton, and it's like I don't know, 45-minute to hour commute to get there. And when you work, I was working at a travel agency Monday through Friday, and so when you work 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, what happens? You tend to hit traffic. And when you hit traffic, what happens? Sometimes you get home later, sometimes you get home earlier, you know. When you get home changes. And I would get home and he would be like, where were you? Like, I literally got home 5 minutes later than I did yesterday. It's called traffic, asshole. It's called traffic. And that, you know, you're insecure. He was putting his insecurities and his mistrust onto me. And then I was soaking it all up when I shouldn't have had to. And then I was freaking stressed out and pressured all the time and not a very happy person, because somebody needs to be patient, kind, understanding, trust. I know it sounds like I'm looking for the perfect man, but I'm really not. Like, I know nobody's perfect. I understand that, but you can still have good qualities and be a good person. You know, like, if I get upset or angry, like, help me get through it. Don't yell back at me and make me feel stupid for feeling the way that I feel. You know, like, my ex-husband would make me feel like stupid. Like, he would be like, man up, you know, like, make me like I can't help how I feel inside. I can't help how my emotions are. So, you know, like, have a little compassion and understanding and be supportive. And, you know, when I'm feeling like that, help alleviate that pressure and that stress, you know, make me feel better, comfort me, you know, whatever that looks like in the moment. However, because I can do that for you. Like, I tried to do that for him lots of times, you know, like, if he was having a bad day, I tried with everything that I had to make it better. And most of the time it just made it worse, you know, like, if he had a bad day at work or whatever, you know, and he brought it home, like, and for him, it was like, it was like a snowball effect sometimes, you know. He would have a bad day at work and then he would come home and he would, you know, get something out of the refrigerator and it would drop and break. And then, you know, it was like a domino effect. Like one bad thing would happen and then another bad thing and another bad thing because he let it get into his head. And so then, you know, and then I would try to help him go to clean it up. You know, like there was this one time I tried to help him clean it up and he was like, I don't need your freaking help. You're not my effing mother, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And then there was another time that something happened and I just sat there and he was like, oh, just sit there and pout. You're not going to effing help me. And it's like, I don't know which way to go. I'm like, if I try to help, I get yelled at. If I don't help, I get yelled at. You know, I don't know what I'm supposed to do on what day because I don't know which way it's going to go. And it's like you're walking on eggshells all the time. I don't want to do that anymore. You know, I don't want to walk on eggshells and I don't want to feel like I have to rush home. And I don't want to give up what makes me happy and what is my happy place, like doing this. Like, I don't want somebody to want to be with me 24/7. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be able to film my videos and do my vlogs and go hiking with Tish. And I don't want somebody that's going to expect me to be home at a certain time every night. And that's not going to be able to make themselves dinner. Like, I'm past that. You know what I mean? Like, there was one time I tried to be like the typical housewife, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was my day off, my ex-husband was at work, and so I figured out dinner and everything, and I had it ready when he got home, and he got mad at me. I'm not ready to eat. Like, he was just such an asshole about it, you know what I mean? Like, if you weren't ready to eat, that's fine. But you could give me a kiss and say, oh, babe, that's awesome. You want to just, like, wrap it up and put it in the microwave? I'm going to take a shower and everything and get ready, and then I'll be ready to eat. You know what I mean? Do it in a kind way, not a douchebag way. You know, because I try, and it might not always work out when I try, but at least acknowledge that I made the effort. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not perfect, and I make mistakes just like everybody else, and I need people to, or whoever I'm going to spend the rest of my life with, to understand that I do make mistakes, but I try. And so, you know, maybe I'm a little closed off now because of everything that I've gone through. I'm going to use this highlighter, you know, like, maybe I'm not, I don't know, it like tainted me, and it's maybe that's what's going on, is like, I'm afraid to open my heart to anybody because I'm afraid I'm going to get hurt and that they're going to expect things of me, and I'm going to always disappoint them because no matter how hard I try, it's wrong. You know what I mean? Like, I honestly don't know, and I need to be given that space to figure it out. Like, if we're meant to be, we're meant to be. If we're not, we're not. And I'm trying not to put any pressure on myself, and I don't want whoever I end up dating or whatever to put that pressure on me either, to, you know what I mean? And like, I don't know, I'm just getting this feeling that he's going to pressure me to move in and be in a relationship, and not ready for that. I'm just not. And I tried to explain to him, like, if you can't be patient and understanding with me, then it's not going to work, because I'm not going to be pressured. Like, you can already tell, like, I can feel the anxiety welling up in me already. And I don't like that. And I'm trying to explain that to him, and I'm just not sure that he hears what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, he'll come back, we're not getting any younger. I understand that. But that doesn't mean that we need to move in together after 2 weeks. Or be boyfriend and girlfriend. Can't we just be friends and hang out and enjoy each other's company and doing stuff together without putting a freaking label on it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready for all that, and I need a little bit of time. Like, I'm not asking for 20 years, you know, geez, like, you act like we're so old that, you know, if I was like 60, 65, maybe, but I'm not. There's no need for me to just jump into a full-blown I do right away. I'm not doing it, you know, and it's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. And that's what I just need to do. Like, if he doesn't understand that, I'm sorry. If he wants to be with me enough, then he'll suck it up and deal with it. You know what I'm saying? If not, that's okay too. We can still be, you know, friends. I really like this look. It's super pretty, guys. All right, what else do I need to do? Let's do highlighter on the cheeks. Use this. I really need to clean my brushes, you guys. It's been a while. And I have that like super easy way to clean my brushes, so I don't know why I've been, well, I know why, because I had an accident. Wow, guys, that's really pretty, huh? Way to go, Ice Cream Beauty. This is the June stuff, not the July stuff, because I was late. I think I'm gonna blend this out a little bit. Are we looking okay, guys? I think we're looking okay. So now let's get into this lippy that I got in the Ice Cream Beauty. I wish I knew. It doesn't have, like, I can't really read what that says on the bottom. I'm going to use this Pure On Point Lip Liner in Teddy. Oh, I always forget how to do this. You have to, like, is it empty? Oh, no. Is that how you do it? Oh, I think it's empty. All right, so that's toast. Have to put this lip liner in the empties. All right, let me find another one. Which one do I want to use? Let me look at this shade. That's what it looks like. That's so cool. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. The glitter won't show up. I think what I was reading on the card said that it's just kind of like a overspray thing. Let's try this one. Oh, that might be a little too dark. Oh no, it might work out. We'll see. We'll just give it a try. This is Avon True Colors Glimmer Stick Lip Liner True Red. So let's give this a whirl. I think I like pencils better than these, like, I don't know, I think pencils go on a little bit easier. And sometimes these break really easy too. Like, you can't put too much pressure. It goes on good though. All right, how's that looking? All right, now hopefully this was the right choice liner. Oh, I'm so excited. Let's see. Ooh, that feels good. That feels really good. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful. That feels really good. That feels really good. Not drying at all. Let me tap this all down. All right, how are we looking, guys? How are we looking? I like this look. Let me know down in the comments. What do you think? All right. Thanks for listening to me rant, guys. I don't know. I want to find somebody, but I don't need somebody to take care of me. And I always wanted to make sure that that was a thing. Like, I don't want to ever rely on somebody else, because you never promise tomorrow. And if something was to happen tomorrow, like when I met my ex-husband, like, I could have never been a stay-at-home mom anyway, because he didn't make enough money. And, you know, I didn't have enough money for him to stay home. You know what I mean? So we had to work. That's just the way it was. And like, when my dad and my mom got separated and I saw everything that she went through and everything she struggled through, I swore to everything that is holy that I would never rely on a man, because if something happens where God forbid they were to pass away or they ended up leaving me or whatever. I never wanted to feel like I could not handle myself or pay my bills. That's something that I always wanted to know, you know what, let me get into this. I forgot to use this duo. We're going to use this side right here, and I'm just going to put a little on my inner corner. So oh, that's beautiful. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I never wanted to not know how I would take care of myself. Like, if something was to happen and I'm all of a sudden alone and I haven't worked in 20 years, what am I going to do if I have no money to pay the bills? You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be in that situation. You know, I don't ever want to be feeling like I can't take care of myself or handle myself or pay my own bills or whatnot. You know what I mean? Like, that's really pretty. I've never wanted to be that person, you know? So, especially like when you think about like back in the 50s, you know, when you were stay at home and the man went out and worked, and it's like, well, what happens if he gets in a car accident and doesn't come home? What are you as a mother going to do? How are you going to you're just going to rush into another relationship so you have another man to rely on? No, I don't want that. Never wanted that in my life. Like, I can handle myself. Do I want to share my life with somebody? Absolutely. But do I need it? No, I don't. So that's just my take on it. So hopefully he can be supportive and understanding to that and roll with the punches and go with the flow, you know? Otherwise, I might have to take a step back and, you know. But anyways, this is my look for today using my Visage palette from Eyescream Beauty. So pretty, so pretty. And I used the Milk Rise Mascara. I'm still kind of figuring it out. I'm not sure if I like it. I used KVD Cake Pencil for a tight line. I used my Avon Emerald eyeliner for the waterline. Did I do anything else? I'm not sure. And of course I used this highlighter. I think that was it. Should we put a little gloss on top of this? I really don't think it needs it. I think we're fine. What time is it? 10 o'clock. Time for me to head out and go to PT. My appointment's in 40 minutes. So anyways, like I said, thanks for hanging out with me. And again, if you're new here and you'd like to join the family, we would love to have you here. Like I said in the beginning, all you got to do is go down and hit that subscribe button. It's completely free, and we have a lot of fun on this channel. I'm a little behind right now because of my accident, so hopefully I'll get caught up and back to the way things were going for a while there, where I was uploading every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, because I really want to get back to hiking, and I know I'm going to have to ease into it, but I really want to do, you know, our Fridays where I can upload me and Tish's adventures. But yeah, turn up the notification bell, that way you can get notified anytime I make a new upload. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and the look that I did, and leave a comment, say hi, let me know that you stopped by. I love you all so very much, and I appreciate you being here and wanting to hang out with me. I hope you have an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time of day you're watching this. Make sure you go check out Kat. She'll be linked on the end screen here and in the title, so you can just click on it. It'll take you right to her channel, and you can go see what she's up to this week. I love you, Kat. Thank you so much for another week. I look forward to seeing your video, and I hope I'll see you all in my next video. All right, see you guys later. Bye.